Cassie. Cassie. Hello, everyone. Much online gate. Hello, everyone. How are you? Thank you so much for joining me on today. We are going to have a beautiful discussion talking about alternate realities of the narcissist. Many of you have had this experience and couldn't quite explain what was going on. Hello there, Ernestine. How are you? Thank you so much for joining me on tonight. I am looking forward to spending time with you. Thank you so much. Invite. Hello there, Prophetess Danielle. Greeting to you. We are going to be talking about alternate realities, and it's going to be awesome. I look forward to this discussion. Your input, it usually make it 100. All righty. We're waiting for others to come on. Thank you for joining us. We have 1 hour, and we are looking forward to what is going to happen in this hour. Hello, Danielle. Thank you so much for being on. We can greet all of our guests. It's going to be awesome in this alternate reality forum. Okay, Danielle, you are busy already. Oh, yeah, she got him. Hey, Sandy Lou, how are you? From the UK, what time is it there? What time is it in the UK? There you go. All righty. We are getting ready to get started. Thank you so much. Thank you, Danielle. That was really crazy. I'm so glad you're on board because we got an early start. Worthless waste. Hope you're having a good week so far. Do you love is unique and it's needed. Okay. Okay, Danielle, we can take care of. There you go. You got him. Thank you so much. Well, we're getting ready to talk about the alternate reality of the narcissist. A lot of times the narcissist is delusional. You're thinking they're strange and they're in another world. They're in your house, they're in your presence, but they're not there. They're in an alternate reality, or they've taken from an alternate reality and brought it into your reality. And you are thinking, what are they talking about? What are they saying? Or you thinking, I've heard that somewhere. I just don't know where I heard it. Sometimes it's in a movie, it's in a theater, and they've taken certain things out of it and brought it into their world. And it is their world. And now that you're with them, they're bringing it into your world. And sometimes they're talking and you're in an argument and they're arguing, saying things. And it's more than just gaslighting. It's an alternate reality. They are delusional. What they said did not happen. Not because they know that it happened and they're trying to convince you that it didn't happen. In their world, it is real to them. They want it to be real. They want it to be true. And you're saying, I didn't do that. And they're saying, but you did. We did it together. We were not together 10 years ago. We've only been together for 6 months, you tell them. Have you? Okay, Alexander the Great. You can take care of that also, Danielle. Thank you so much. And so you're saying we have not been together that long of a time. And they said, but I was with you. We broke up. You like, we broke up. That should be a red flag. They are not together. And you're thinking, maybe they thought I was somebody else. So you excuse it. You let it go. But this will be built upon. This will happen over and over and over again. But it will be in different circumstances. It will be in different situations. And especially when it's in public. They're telling stories that you don't know anything about. You can agree to those stories. It didn't happen like that. And you got to know the difference between when they have hit an alternate reality and when they are gaslighting. When they are gaslighting, they know something that did happen, but trying to convince you that it didn't happen because they want you to think that you're crazy. When it's an alternate reality, they believe it. They believe that it did happen. They believe that it is a regular occurrence. And so they are believing that what they're presenting to you is a reality, and you know it is not. Let's talk about alternate realities. The experiences you've had with the narcissist, an alternate reality. When you're looking at them and they're talking about something and you know it did not happen. Like gaslighting. They're telling you, I put that there and wasn't nobody here but you and me. You like, there was never that. It was never there. Everything that was there is still there. You got that. Because nobody was here but me and you. You know they never put it there. And then you start questioning yourself with gaslighting. And with an alternate reality, you start questioning everything because you start trying to go back to the date that it happened. Okay, Danielle, you're very busy tonight. Yeah, we see that we are going to be very busy. While everybody else coming in, the trolls are coming in by the droves. So just think about Sandy with an alternate reality. When did you notice that sometime he was not in this world? They were disillusioned. You know it was disillusionment. And you were saying, when did that happen? To the point you thought that they may need some medical help. That's when you notice the alternate reality. When you're saying they need some attention beyond what I can give them. Because something is going on. That can be very dangerous depending on the type or the class or the grade of the narcissist. A malignant narcissist in an alternate reality, psychopathic narcissist in an alternate reality, sociopath in an altered reality, overt in an alternate reality. That can be very serious consequences for not paying attention. All right, let's get it going, y'all. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about these alternate reality. Sandy Lou, have you ever been involved when an alternate reality was taking place and you realized there was something different, something about what they were doing, and you were saying, there's something that's not right about this. There's something strange about this. Okay. Danielle, you're very busy tonight, girl. You came on popping. Let's talk about these alternate realities. Sometimes narcissists, especially those who go to a lot of movies, those who go to a lot of theatricals, or those who get around and mirror. because they're expert mirrors of what they have been around, been exposed to. Because a lot of times when you don't know yourself, you take on somebody else's personality that you may admire or you may think can gravitate to some position of authority, a position of prestige. You take it on. And a lot of times, that's exactly what they do. They take on other characters of other people. And when they take on characters of other people, they soon lose themselves. They don't know who they are. They study you to know who you are. They surveillance you to know who you are. They take all the time necessary to know you. Danielle say their facial expression mostly thinking about their next manipulation for gain, like playing a movie reel in their heads. Isn't that amazing? They think they're reading you, but you've also learned to read them. You're absolutely right. Because everything they do, they don't want things naturally. They want it by dominance. She said, I had a dawning once. It was a Monday morning, and I found myself watching children's TV with him. Wow. Hey, Cluster B Free Karen, how are you? Thank you so much for joining us. Danielle has really, really been busy already. They came in by the droves. And I mean, the trolls was in this room, but so was Danielle. Yay. Sandy said, I thought this isn't normal. I have to get out of here. Because they're in that alternate reality. Sandy, what did you notice after the program? Did you notice some immature behavior? Did you notice some behaviors you said, I know where that came from, because you was watching television with him? Yeah. She said, I knew it wasn't normal. What do you... So what did you think about that, Karen? I mean, Sandy, after you saw that he was looking at children program and they're an adult person. Because a lot of, now that's not always strange, because a lot of adults like children program, believe it or not. Pocahontas, they love Lion King, they love, but they don't sit there and watch different programs, Blues, and all these different programs that are just for kids. They may like the movies because the movies are geared toward adults and children, because most adults is going to take their children to a theater, so they want to entertain the adult as much as the child. But when you got a man that is sitting there watching Bugs Bunny and all the rest of this stuff like it's a movie, like it's a venture, or they're watching children's movie, that would be strange to me too. Yeah, that would be strange also to me. You know, when a narcissist is in an alternate reality, the thing is, when you are dealing with reality and responsible things, bills and taking care of family, making sure you're going to work, making sure food and making sure utilities and making sure everything is taken care of, it is really something in an alternate reality. Now, some narcissists that are businessmen are also in an alternate reality, but they're in an alternate reality in a different way. Their phases may be success. Their phases may be their love of money. They think, because they already got a problem with grandiosity, so now they think that they're this more important person who's very wealthy, and they could be wealthy, but they're thinking their wealth is beyond what it is, their prestige is beyond what it is, and they start acting that thing out. She said, constantly immature, lying, denying texts that he sent that when clearly there in front of my eyes, he was pathetic. I can only imagine. Now, you know what? And see, that's some gaslighting in there. That's gaslighting. Gaslighting is when the evidence is right there, but they are saying the evidence is not. And then when you turn around, the evidence disappear, and then the evidence reappear. When it's like you can see him and they kiss somebody and you saw them. They say, I didn't kiss anybody. Then you say, it was on the picture I took, and you show them the picture. They said, no, there was something wrong with your camera. You took and put that, and you made that happen. You're like, how can I make this happen? This is on camera. That's not me. I wasn't even there at that time. You're looking at the evidence. Then after a while, they stay so steady. They are so sure until you start doubting yourself. You say, wait a minute. I know I got the evidence right. Maybe I didn't see it. That's all they want. That's all they need. Because once you deny a truth, you will always have to deny the truth. It will never be a truth if you deny it. It will never be the truth. No matter what they do, they know I can get out of it. I got out of that, I can get out of this. And all I got to do is threaten to leave. You know I'm leaving because you always accusing me. You always blaming me for stuff. I come home, they don't. I pay bills, they don't. All the stuff they don't do that they should do, they say they do. So that lets you know that some of this stuff is knowledgeable. They just don't want to do it. Danielle said, a big hello to all of our new subscribers. Welcome back, family. Thank you so much for your support. Don't forget to hit that like button, thumbs up button on the way in. Thank you, Danielle. Hey, Haka, how are you? High five to you, girl. Sandy Lou said, exactly. Haka, we are talking about alternate realities of the narcissist, because the narcissists got their own world. They play from their own world. Do you know there is a playbook for narcissists? There is a playbook for narcissists. It teaches narcissists how to be a better narc. Isn't that amazing? It teaches them how to hurt people more, how to dominate people more. Isn't that amazing? And it's a group, and they support each other. They don't support you. They support each other. And it is a very bonded, strong group. So you have to wake up. You have to know what you know, that you know, what you know, and do what you know. Because the one thing they're not going to do, most of them will not come against each other as long as it's working for them. When it stops working, they will. Because remember, the ultimate thing that they think about is themselves. Hello there, MMXW, how are you? She said they work really hard to try to get you to believe their fake story. And that is the truth. Very hard. Because they are convinced of their lies. They no longer can differentiate the lies and the truth in an alternate reality. It is their reality. And we say alternate because it's constantly changing. It's constantly moving. The doorposts never stay the same. The doorposts never stay locked in. And even if you see something, gaslighting and the alternate reality work hand in hand. She said, that's so true. It's tiring to deal with. It's draining, absolutely draining. It would drain you of everything you are, everything you got. It would drain you where you don't have energy to do your job, your future, your business. And that's why you can't let it, because it will suck all the life out of you. It will stop your movement, stop your motion. And when you stop your movement, stop your motion, guess what? They keep moving. They keep going forward. Hakasa, the last narc that I dealt with when I confronted him on something, he gaslit me and lied 3 times back to back, right in front of my face. Oh yeah. Lies is part of their job script. It's what they do. They do it without hesitation. They do it without regret. And sometimes the narcissist lies so much until they start to believe their own lies. They start to believe their own lies. They start to believe the lie they told to get out of something is the truth they're living. And it's not. There's no substance to it. Yet they believe it. And then when you come up against their lies and it's not their reality, then you get attacked. You get a blame. Why? Because they think that you're coming after them. He told me I heard what I wanted to hear and that he did not say what I know he said. Yeah. And that's gaslighting too. When you find yourself recording conversation between you and the narcissist, that's a major red flag. It is. And even if you record it, have you ever recorded something, taken a picture, and they told you it didn't happen, and yet you knew it did? You knew it was. You know that was not what happened. And they are convinced. They'll tell you times, they'll tell you dates, and you're like, I wasn't even there. And then you look at your calendar, you was at work, it was a work day. And you didn't call in sick. You were right there. And you know what? The narcissist will tell you, that didn't happen. I was there. I saw you when you, and you said, I did not do that. I did not ever do that. And Karen, you're right. When you find yourself recording conversation between you and the narcissist, that's a red flag where you can't even have a regular conversation. Everything has to be recorded. Everything has to be noted. But if you notice to the narcissist, that made nothing to them, because they still denied it. Like Holocaust said, he was lying right in front of her face. He would try to say random stuff in the middle of us talking to throw off the conversation. He was way worse than my narc S. Yeah, of course. They always get worse. They don't get better. Well, they get better at what they do, but they get worse at who they are. Absolutely. And you know what, Holocaust, what you got to do is pull out and demagnetize. You got to demagnetize so you don't draw this again. You don't want to draw this again. So you got to pull out, demagnetize, and when you demagnetize, you're taking all that hurt, all of that pain. You're dealing with those situations and circumstances, especially when you're coming from a family, and your family is filled with narcissists. And so all you do is engage what you've been used to. MMXW said, I had to tell ex of mine that I didn't want to keep in touch with him because he could never have a conversation without a bunch of lies. And then I'm frustrated and he seems like he's fine. Of course, they his lies. Yeah. She said having to be a different person in the presence is crazy. Like living a double life. Oh, you can't do it because you can get caught in the character role trying to be there with them. You have to maintain your truth. You have to maintain who you are. And it's not going to be accepted. You know that. But you can't change to please them because you can never please them. You can never satisfy them. The moment things turn, they're dissatisfied. You can never please a person who has a bunch of holes and voids on the inside of them. Because no matter what you do, nothing will ever be right. No matter what you say, nothing ever will be right. Never. Because they're constantly changing. And that's why it says an alternate reality. Because they always have alternative. Karen said, he kept saying that he didn't just gaslight and say that he never cursed. Then he went into word salad. Oh, I hate that one. And crazy making. 30 minutes later, he is still talking, but a whole new subject. Haka said, I had some stressful stuff going on around that time that I met him. And I didn't think I was that vulnerable. Shake my head. I'm I'm definitely looking at myself to figure out how I almost fell for this. Because you're in the midst of healing. You're in a vulnerable place. And when you are in the midst of recovery, recover. That means you're covering yourself again because you were so uncovered with the narcissist. And so you have to heal. But narcissism, remember that mesmerization? They mesmerize you. It's like being under their spell. You have to leave immediately. You give them a place. Once they get in, it's like that spell happened. You never intended to do some of the things that you intended, and now it's happening. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? Because you will hear yourself say, how, like Harkar said, I almost fell for that. How did I do that? I just came out. I was geared to healing. I was geared to say no. But you know what? When you talk to them, the spirit of persuasion, they got a heavy spirit of persuasion. That's why you'll do things you never did with anybody else. You'll say things that you never said with anybody else. You will tolerate things you never tolerate that with anybody else. He definitely mesmerized me. He took me out. He spoiled me, gave me lots of attention, told his family about me. I should have known it was love bombing. Prime, baby. He gave you platinum. You had a platinum package. You had a platinum package. Ooh. That's why you have to leave when that red flag come up or when something just don't feel right or you know you're not ready. Because something you can't even discern your feelings. There's so much emotions going on with you. You don't know it. So what you have to do is leave. Thank you, Danielle. You have to leave. Danielle, let me know when we're 10 minutes in because we're not going over. You have to know that when everything seems so perfect, Kathy, when everything seems so perfect and it's not. It's not perfect when it's too perfect. And you got to remember, regular relationship take time. You know you operate at a slower pace. You take time in talking to each other. You even taking time in putting a title on each other. You don't say that's my man, that's my woman. You say that's a friend. We're friends. And then friendship leads to something else. The narcissist, everything is at a 1,000 grid pace. He's crying for you. Everything is at a 1,000 grid pace. Everything is at a fast pace. Everything. 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 Everything moves quick. You meet them, they gaslight you, they love bomb you, and you know that you're thinking about them all the time. It's just been a week, and you feel like you love them already. 2 weeks, you feel like you can marry them already. 3 weeks, you wonder how you got such a treat. 4 weeks, you think God has answered prayer. MMXW say, that sounds like my ex. He made me believe that I was the dream woman and it was all a lie. He was trying to use me to buy a house. Thank God I didn't. Oh my Lord. Thank God, MMXW, that you woke up before he got what he wanted. Because that would have been crazy. And more than likely, he would tell you y'all going to get married, so both your names go on the house. Well, when you're so in love and you're thinking you're going to be together anyway, you start doing things out of your anyway. You don't do things out of your wisdom. And your anyway is not enough support. It doesn't have the right foundation because your anyway got a lot of emotionalism in it. Holocaust said, I felt like he was trying to overwhelm me because he knows how I feel about marriage. So he tried to keep overwhelming me emotionally and rushing the relationship. He asked his mom about marrying me. Wow. See, everything with them is at a fast pace. Haka said he was talking about moving in with me. All of this was in a month. Oh my God. Sounds just like it. All the criteria is there. They move fast because think, if you had to move them in, it would be hard to get them out. Hopefully they wasn't malignant in any way, because malignant narcissists are great charmers at first. Their malignant behavior and their charming behavior is just as good. They are charmers. Ted Bundy was a charmer. They say he was so sweet and acting innocent. You would never think he was doing what he was doing. And they remind me of a covert. A covert is like that. A covert is the most charming people that you've ever met. Very nice and hospitable and seem like they're so caring, and then they're vicious. She said they are expert at future faking too. Woo! You sure got it. They are. They'll promise you the world and they ain't got a pot to TT in. But because of the spirit of persuasion, because of the mesmerization, you believe that. Because something in you want to believe it so bad. It's almost like this kid that say, oh God, let this be true, because they're dreaming. She said, that's how my father used to. That's how my father used to be. His co-workers would tell me how amazing he is. At home, a demon. Yep, that's like your inside voice and your outside voice. Your inside narcissist and your outside narcissist. I mean, it is 180-degree turn. She said, that's how my father is at work. Wow. Because you know what people thinking about? They excuse what he do wrong because of what he has in his bank account. They know if I be nice to him, I want to get money. If I let him use me, I get money. Because sometimes they know they're being used and they allow themselves to be used because of the reward system. And sometimes narcissists got amazing reward system. I usually pray whenever I meet a man that if he's not for me, that God will remove him. I didn't even do that this time. Oh, Haka said, I didn't even do that. Haka, that's why we have to word up. We have to put it in our bellies and word up, girl. We have to word up so we'll know. And the Bible said, choose life. We have to choose life. And what you have to do, just take your time so they can unfold. You got to give them time to unmask. You got to give them time to unfold. Anything quick, it's too quick for you to see it. That's why they move so quick. Because once the mask come off, they know their time is short. She said, he's long gone. Thank God. You know, Sandy Lou, I'm giving you a high five too. Thank the Lord. When you are free and you finally can breathe and you feel like you don't have a python wrapped around your body, choking you, taking all the air out of you, de-energizing you, where you can't think, fog in your mind, and now you are in alternate reality because so much has happened. You don't know what's real and what's not real, what is true and what's not true. So many lies have been told you, so many situations taken for granted on your job, in your family, so many people lost, so many people you've isolated from. Your friends have walked out, and those who didn't walk out that came close to him, now they're on his side, and you wonder what in the world has happened. What is this? Until you feel like you are in an alternate reality. You're trying to figure out what is truth. You feel like Pilate. Pilate said, what is true? We don't know what's true and what's not true. What you have to do is you need time to think. Go to a library. Get out of the environment. Go to a spa. Assess yourself. Go to a full spa. Facial, back. You say, I don't have the money. Go to a park. Free. With water, birds, and environment. Even if you had 30 minutes, because you have to go to the store get grocery, take 30 minutes to think. What am I doing? What is happening here? What have I been through? What is my reality? Do I understand my reality? Do I know my reality? Because our narcissist got an alternate reality. But do I understand my reality? Do I understand what is happening here? Do I understand it? Because so much has happened. So much has occurred. You got to take time for you. Haka said, I try to get out as much as I can, and it helps. It's kind of annoying being home because he was here and he was interacted with my neighbors like he was going to be around. It's hard not being embarrassed. Haka, is he still there or is he gone? Did he discard? Did he discard or did you escape? Blessings from Argentina. Did he discard or did he escape, Haka? Because I know it can be. But now is a time of recovery. Now is a time of healing. You have to take time to heal. You have to. Healing is a must. Healing is a necessity for your peace of mind. And it's something when the neighbors just accept y'all gonna work. Man, she got a good one this time. Oh, wow. I wonder when they're getting married. And they're going to be our neighbors. And then something happened, like Haka said. Something happened. It didn't work. And they think, oh, that's too bad. He was such a nice guy. But they didn't know the guy. That was his outside mask. That was his outside person. That was the person he wanted you to know. Haka said, I would say he discarded, but I saw him changing and had my brother call him to tell him to leave me alone because I'm trying to tell him before and he didn't listen. He stopped trying after my brother called. Good job. Yeah. Good job. Haka, heal. What you got to do is just put down the doorway. No relationship for this amount of time. And this amount of time is given for yourself. Take time to allow yourself to heal. Take time to allow yourself to vent emotionally. Open up the pores of your emotions. Open up the pores of your mind where you can breathe. I will not have no other relationship. I will not go back to him and he will not come back to me. I would not allow any man to know my address until I am sure of the man in me. And so you probably need to make that like 3 months. The narcissist love bomb 3 to 6 months, very rarely a year, but they can go a year because he got other supply to supply him while he's working on making you a primal supply. When a narcissist invests time in you, you are being molded as primal supply because all other supply 3 months they out. Yeah, that you good for 3 months. You're a 3-month tag. So I'm gonna love on you they don't love on you. I'm gonna treat you like I love you for 3 months. Unless they see you primal supply, and then like Hawkeye said, he want to move in and he want to marry. My ex laughed at me. Excuse me. Saying that mental abuse was worse and was bragging that his grandfather sent his grandmother to a mental institution. I knew that I had to get out forever. Yeah, because what he let you know is his grandfather was a narcissist. So the apple don't fall far from the tree. That's what he was telling you. His grandfather was a narcissist and ran his grandmother crazy. Because she probably, till this day, don't know what she was dealing with. And she was dealing with a narcissist. And you know what? When she went to the mental institution, he's bragging of his grandmother going to a mental institution. So you can imagine what his grandfather did. He's bragging about her being at a mental institution. No remorse, no care whatsoever. That would not have been something that I would have been bragging on. My grandmother going to a mental institution because my grandfather put her there. Well, he's letting you know, and I'm glad you got out. He's letting you know his intent. Oh my, she said, I had to get out forever. Good job, MMXW. Whew. Sometimes it's a close call, but nevertheless, it was called. You got away. Anyone who got away from a narcissist, their whole intent is a breakdown, a total breakdown. With the primal supply, they like long-term usage of the primal supply, and we'll deal with the different supplies. They like long-term usage of primal supply. But what they need is people to live in the survival mode. Because when you're in the survival mode, you're in the water, you're kicking, hitting, just trying to survive. And that's the way it is in life. Most people are trying to survive. They're kicking, they're hitting, they're flushing, trying to stay afloat. That's the type relationship that most narcissists like. They like it when you're fighting. They like it when you're struggling. They like it when you're trying to survive. They like it, because it helps them. It benefits them. It doesn't benefit you. The package deal is he stay on top and you stay at the bottom. Stay there and you may have me for a minute. I'm not going to be faithful, but I'll come in and out of your life. At least you got me in your life. Because most people would give their right arm to have one day with that narc. And they don't have it. And that's why the narcissists tell you, you should feel privileged to have them and that they are with you. With the pain and the hell you're going through, bruh, take a vacation. And that's something. And he laughed. That was terrible. Holocaust said, I definitely am going to take some time to myself. Girl, you deserve it. My daughter has a book, Time to Unwind, by Viquita, Vicquithra, Viquita Sattler. That is a good book in a bathtub with suds, candles, a warm, hot bath. It is good. He used me because I'm very attractive, and he loved the attention. And also, I never asked him for money, so he didn't have to do much. Ooh, boy, you are a prize. Boy, you are a prize winner. Because you didn't cost much, but he cost you everything. Your emotion, your peace of mind, now your neighbors, your neighborhood, your dignity. He's not thinking of anything. You know, we had Clubhouse, and on Clubhouse there was a young lady talking about a little boy who had been abused very terribly. He was 7 and weighed pounds of a 4 or 5-year-old. And when he walked away, his dad said to him, look what you've done to me. Not what happened to you. Look what you've done to me. MMX, the last narc, was jealous and is insecure about attention that I will get. Isn't that something? Especially when you have a narcissist that is totally all of them are self-absorbed. I'm trying to think, Karen, the narcissist that's stuck on himself, that loves beauty. Which one is that I'm trying to think of? And it's the different types. Let me see. Different types of narcissists. Different types of narcissists. Yeah. Because somatic, there you go, Danielle. That's the one I was looking for. The somatic narcissist. He's probably a somatic. A somatic is totally into imagery. He's immature. The people he's with got to be beautiful because he can't be around anybody ugly and that shame him. So they have to meet his standard. They have to be around him so he can get credit for how they look. What they have. All of their careers. And that's what he seemed like he was, Haka. He was somatic. They are caught up in how they look. They're caught up in their bodies. They want your body to look good. And when they get around people and people brag on you, they take all the credit. They're not thinking you are looking good and getting the credit. They're thinking, yeah, she's with me. That's mine. And what you start here, me, mine, and I, and they're talking about you. It's not we. It's me. It's not you. It's I. It's not they. And then us. It's not about us. It's all about the narcissist. If you listen to them talk, she said, yep. When you listen to them talk, it's all about them. They tell you, oh, what a beautiful dress you have. He said, yeah, it is a nice dress. I like it when she wear that dress. She wear that dress just for me. Because when I dress, then now it went from your dress to how he dressed. Now they tell me, oh yeah, your suit is nice, your shoes is nice. Now they done went from you to him. Everything is about him. Haka said he already had started feeling me. I feel like you're mine, and I don't want no one else to have you. Oh yeah. Isn't that something? But that sounds just like them. And it doesn't matter what you do. The prettier you look, the more braggadocious he wants them to be about you so he can take the credit. No matter what is said, they find a way to make it about them. No matter what. No matter what. It's going to always be about them. Always. We're 10 minutes in, guys. Let's make every minute count. We've been dealing with the alternate reality of the narcissist. Boy, y'all have been adding to this table. This meal has been, greatly prepared. Haka, you are so right. That's why he chose you, because you were pretty. A somatic do not like ugly people, and they're very rude to people they think is ugly. They're very rude. Danielle, is that Gracie? Thank you so much. We can get them off. TRZ, get them off. So you see, Haka? And what it is, he probably haven't found supply like you, so he want to get back with you. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Absolutely. She said that's exactly how they are. Absolutely. Absolutely. And so until he get a supply, and now you got to remember, you have become a standard. He needs a supply better than you. Because when he go out, he need them to say what they said about you. And if he can't get a supply of that standard, then you guess what he wants? He wants to come back to you. That's why you have to tell your brothers to tell him bug off and back off. Because he's thinking, I love that praise. I won't get that praise. She said, it's going to be 2 months since we spoke this month. She said, I honestly don't think he's going to try to come back. I believe he went back to his baby's mom. They ain't got nothing to do with it. Narcissists they don't operate like that. Normal people do. Narcissists will come back. Because the fact that y'all had a relationship, he always think you are his. Remember we talked about when they hoover? Narcissists don't ever think something is not theirs that once belonged to them. You say, I ain't belong to them. We didn't even date that long. It doesn't matter. He entered your life. She said, yeah, he used to say, you look good on the back of my motorbike. Wow. Isn't that something? That's Sandy Lou. MMXW say, you are absolutely right about that. And that's something that doesn't sit well with me. Mistreating people because you think that they are not on the same level of physicality. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, that is really something. But you can see when a narcissist look for beauty, they're not fulfilled on the inside. So they need everything outside to convey what they're longing for inside. With Harkar, he don't feel handsome. So he needed her beauty so he can feel handsome. Sandy Lou, you look good on my bike. He wanted to be noted as one of the bikers, so he needs you to ride with beauty because what's on his bike counts with other bikers. That's why they have nice women on the bike, wild women on the bike, because the woman makes the bike. It ain't the biker only. When he got somebody on the bike, that you can have somebody, that you don't have to be alone, because most bikers got somebody on their bike. Holocaust are right. See? So, what is amazing here is that all of you had a strength in you to get away. MMXW talked about an ex who his grandfather sent his grandmother to a mental institution. She lost her mind in a situationship to a man she never knew. Who she met and who he exposed himself was not all he was. All he was probably started to come out in the malignancy when those holes start to manifest, those voids start to manifest, the emptiness start to manifest, and there was nowhere to hide it. You can no longer hide the emptiness. It is so vague. And you want so much, but you have to get it through somebody because you can't provide for you. He's been dragging the baby mama for years, and I think she's primary supply. Could be. Could be. And that's probably why he was trying to work so hard for you, because he needs an alternate source. He's probably wearing her out, wearing her down, not getting the kind of fuel that he needs to get out of her, or she wore out. And he needs new fuel. He needs new life. And he wants you to provide that. She said, after we married, the ex said, he owns me now. Wow. And that's the way they think. That's just the way they think. Sandy Lou said, more evidence that they see you as an object rather than a person. Yes, ma'am. Yep. You're just like a tattoo. You make their body look good. You don't take tattoo and feel mercy for a tattoo, feel compassion for a tattoo. You put the tattoo on your arm and your body and you go on about your business. You don't think about it until you look at it. See? That is so good. Guys, we're coming up to the end of our hour. And I'm telling you, I love you all. I love you so much. Thank you so much that you add such power and authority to this forum with your story. Your story is powerful because you are powerful. Danielle, Thank you for supporting this channel with your likes, shares, and participation. Virtual. I love you to life. Everybody, will you meet me here on next week? I will be here next Wednesday between 11 and 11:30. Between 11 and 11:30. I'm going to try to come on at 10, but sometimes my work day don't end that quickly. So I want you to be ready at 11 o'clock, but look for me at 10. So make sure you are subscribing to my channel because we have 1 hour of power. Right now, 1 hour, and after a while, we will have more time that we can be together. And I want you in the next 2 weeks, I'm going to start uploading new content, new videos, and I want you to access those videos. Thank you so much. MMX says, MMXW blessings. Thank you so much. Thank you, Haka. Thank you, Sandy Lou. This was time well spent. All right, everybody. Good night. I will see you next week. I love you all to life. And remember, you are more powerful than you give yourself credit for. God bless.